Oh, welcome to another episode of our live stream, My Journey to the Trinity. My name is Hussein. Happy to be with you. Um, Nobody yesterday guessed the Carpenters song that would apply to Pinky. There is a song by the Carpenters. Remember the Carpenters? It was Richard and Karen Carpenter. They were a brother and sister, and they were very popular like in the 70s in America. And then she died of anorexia nervosa. And that's when that condition became very famous because of her. And so they had made Vigo Bond, he got it. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation can't find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love put me on the top of the world. Good job, Vigo. You get prize, special recognition for that. So, um, yeah, so lots going on today. Still on the Charlie Kirk. There's also the huge march in London. So good to see the Brits rising up, take their country back from the left, from the atheists and Islamists, and to reclaim England's Christian identity. So praise be to God for that. And so, and then, um, and then of course with the Charlie Kirk situation, and President Trump is going to go to his memorial service in Phoenix, Arizona. So, well, I just want to do a little thing before we start about our friend Mamdani, because it's looking like we're going to be stuck with this guy. It looks like we're going to be stuck with this guy for a while. Look at that face. Yeah, we're going to be stuck with this guy. It looks like he's very likely to win, and it's very discouraging. And I wonder, he doesn't seem like a strong person. He seems like a little weakling. And I wonder how much he will be a puppet for like CARE and all these other Islamic organizations. So not good, not good. We saw what's happening in London. We saw London has a Muslim mayor and what's happening there. The Islamicization of the UK because of this London mayor. And now we might have a Muslim mayor in New York, the biggest city in America. And it's looking more and more possible, you know. Thank you, Andrew Martin. Yes. So let's just look at a couple of things about Mamdani. Okay, first of all, about Zakir Naik, he said, I don't have AIDS. So he's saying he doesn't have AIDS, which probably means his wife and daughter don't have it either. What do you, let's see if there's any new news about Zakir Naik and AIDS. Is there anything new about Zakir Naik having AIDS?
From what I can find, there's no recent news about a Zachary Knight having AIDS. Nothing credible links anyone by that exact name to HIV or AIDS diagnoses right now.
Not Zachary Knight, Zakir Naik.
Oh, you mean Zakir Naik? Recent rumors on social media claimed he has AIDS and was hospitalized in Malaysia. But his lawyer and multiple reports say it's all fake news. He's in good health and denying it flat out. Sounds like someone's trying to stir drama.
are there a lot of Jews planning to leave New York City if Mamdani wins?
Some Jewish leaders and activists in New York are vocal about it, like actor Yuval David saying he'd leave if Mamdani becomes mayor, citing rising anti Semitism. Others, including security experts, warn it could lead to an exodus, pointing to hate crime stats up 81% last year.
Wow.
But it's not like. Anyway, stance on Israel. Not every Jew feels the same. Some say they'll stay and fight it out. Others are just quietly looking at real estate in Florida. It's more fear than exodus so far.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to look a little bit at the Mamdani situation. Let's look at some stuff. Trump predicts my little communist Zoran Mamdani will win the New York City mayoral race. So Trump is already predicting that he is going to win. So my little communist, that's his nickname for him, my little communist. So Zoran Mamdani says, we don't need an investigation to know that the New York Police Department is racist, anti-queer, and a major threat to public safety. What we need is to defund the New York Police Department. But your deal with New York City mayor uses budget tricks to keep as many cops as possible on the beat. No to fake cuts. Defund the police. Wow. He wrote this in 2020, June 28th. Dang. I hope he's not still feeling that way. I got relatives in New York City. So but he's a major proponent of defund the police. Wow, we haven't even heard that in so long. It's so unpopular. I wonder if it's popular in New York City. I wonder if people in New York City are in favor of defund the police. I don't know. Okay, now this is a situation. See this guy, Hassan Piker. He's a very loudmouth guy who said that America deserved 9/11. And for some reason, they're allowing him to continue to live here in America. I don't understand that. You know, in other countries, he would be deported, you know. But even if he's an American citizen, you know, to say America deserved 9/11, I mean, how do you trust somebody like that? And Zoran Mamdani, as a Marxist and a 12er Shiite Muslim, would likely have no problem with that statement. America deserved 9/11. Zoran Mamdani slammed by 9/11 family after his association with pro-terror voice Hassan Piker surfaces by Ravi, New York City family. So this guy, thing about Mamdani is that he doesn't deny his involvement with these crazy people, and also with the his approval of certain sayings like the globalized intifada and from the river to the sea or whatever. So just here it says, this is in the New York Times. Mamdani, if elected mayor, pledges to order the New York Police Department, the defunded New York Police Department, to arrest Netanyahu. Zoran Mamdani expanded on his vow to arrest Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, saying it would show that New York stands up for international law. Experts say the move would be impractical and likely illegal. But you guys know that there is a warrant out for Benjamin Netanyahu to be arrested It's a warrant by the International Court of Justice, ICJ. It's a little flimsy little left-wing propaganda court in Europe. And America and Israel are both not party to the International Court of Justice. But if Netanyahu goes to any country that is part of the International Court of Justice, he could be arrested as for violating, for war crimes. And so obviously President Trump doesn't support either the ICJ or this warrant, but Zoran Mamdani does. Mrs. Mamdani, if elected mayor, pledges to order the New York Police Department to arrest Netanyahu. I mean, this guy's being very open about what he intends to do. From the river to the sea, Aisha was 6 and Momo 53. Will they send the New York Police Department to Tel Aviv? If they do, they'll have to get out of Ben Gurion Airport first. So anyway, this Mamdani guy, he's a radical, total radical here. Mamdani says he will apologize for calling the New York Police Department racist in 2020 social media post. Governor Hochul, that's the communist governor of New York right now, told reporters Mamdani should apologize for his comments. So, just like he's on a left-wing steroids, left-wing steroids. And we're not seeing yet the Islamic side of him. We haven't seen the Islamic side of him. We've just seen the kind of like Mamdani is a jihadi. I don't know, but we're going to find out. I think we're going to find out because even President Trump is saying, look what President Trump is saying. Trump predicts my little communist Zoran Mamdani will win New York City mayoral race. It's looking really bad. It's looking really bad for America. Here we have let me see, where did that go? Okay. Okay, here's some polls. Look at these polls, crosstabs. September 2025, New York Times Siena poll of the New York City mayoral election. Okay, and look at the first paragraph. Zoran Mamdani leads in the city mayoral race with 46% among the likely electorate. 46%. Wow. Okay, now here are some actual numbers. Here's something that says, thinking ahead to the New York City mayoral election in November, are you almost certain that you will vote, very likely to vote, somewhat likely to vote, not very likely to vote, or not at all likely to vote? And so they almost certain, 68% said they're almost certain. That includes 70% men, 66% women, especially among the 30 to 44-year-olds, okay, and which is 71%. The 45 to 64-year-olds, which is where I stand, it's 69%. Plus 65 is 68%. And 18 to 29 is 59%. Okay, so far as races go, it's 78% white. The whites are 78% almost certain to vote. Blacks are 60%, Hispanics 52%, other 66%. Okay, Very likely to vote, 25%. Somewhat likely, 4%. Not likely, 1%. Already voted, 0.5%. Okay, now comes the pain. If the 2025 New York City mayoral election were held today, who would you vote for? If the candidates were number one, Zoran Mamdani, New York City, 46%. It's much higher among women. 48% of women said they would vote for him. 42% of men. Okay. The highest place where he's got approval is between 18 to 29-year-olds with 73%, followed by 30 to 44-year-olds, which are 62%. Okay. And he's especially popular among others, 69%. And I think that'll be like the Muslims. Hispanics have him up at 49%, whites at 40%, blacks at 41%. Okay, then you look down at Andrew Cuomo, he's got 24% to Mamdani's 46%. I mean, that's almost exactly half. It's almost exactly half. Eric Adams got 9%. Okay, and this is if it was just Zoran Mamdani and Andrew Cuomo. He's still beating Andrew Cuomo by 4%, but it's a significant difference. Look at that. Cuomo, is 44% to Mamdani's 48%. So there's only a 4% difference if it's just Cuomo. But in order for that to happen, Eric Adams and Chris Sliwa both have to drop out. I don't know if they will, but I know President Trump is trying to lure Eric Adams with a job so that the race would become a two-man race between Cuomo and Mamdani. Otherwise, he's gonna fly home he's gonna be the next mayor for sure. Asked of respondents who did not initially choose Mamdani or Adams combined to include Mamdani and Adams supporters from initial question, who would you vote for if the only candidates were Eric Adams and Mamdani? And here Mamdani has a much greater lead. He has 55% compared to 36% for Eric Adams. Okay, so huge difference there. All right, so looks like New York is in for some hard times because socialism doesn't work in New York City. And so anyway, we're going to see. It's very soon, November. It's going to be very quick. Let's hope that, we still have several months to try to turn this thing around. And I don't care for Adams or Cuomo. I prefer Adams, but I prefer Cuomo to Mamdani, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Well, so that's kind of what's going on right now on the election front, specifically the New York City mayor race. And even President Trump is saying that it looks like Mamdani's going to win. Can you imagine that? Dang. I won't go back to New York for however long their mayorship lasts. Yep. All right, you guys. Well, you know what, you guys? I am extremely tired, and I'm just barely able to keep my eyes open here. And so, if I have your permission and your blessing, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream right now. I'm sorry, I'm so tired, and I'm just barely keeping my eyes open here. And so we'll go ahead and hopefully come tomorrow, hopefully with Amore. He's been calling me every Sunday for the last 3 weeks. So hopefully he will be with us. And thank you guys for spending a few moments with us. And if you haven't done it, please do it now. Jesus, help me. Jesus, forgive me. Jesus, come into my heart. يسوع ساعدني. يسوع سامحني. يسوع ادخل قلبي. We love you, but much more importantly, he loves you. Have a great night.
If you have ever wondered why dull apologists lie so much, it's because on a rare occasion that they tell the truth, this happens.
One of the reasons I accepted Islam was the scientific miracles. I'll be honest with you. And now we know that this whole scientific miracles was absolute nonsense.
You're going to have to repeat that.
That the standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm going to say.